back in Week 16. The Bears want to shoot.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Draw play, Rodgers to Montgomery. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Yeah, he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he finds Beasley complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. This is 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Well, this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 4. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback taken down inside.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On the tackle.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. 54 yards. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, You'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
This is our time.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So that one will be accepted. Following the penalty, Montgomery. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to Mooney. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
David Montgomery. A gain of 14.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. Touchdown, Chicago! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Bears continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, CD, you know, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll set up to throw. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's complete to Robinson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Nifty move. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Saints first down.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints get a bit closer. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
We got this.
Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes. That's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 57 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Montgomery. A little juke.
He's walking the ball. Offense.
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job, man.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. Demario Davis there on the stop. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Rodgers to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Montgomery back to the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Once more, Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As the Bears push further out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Santos now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A nice little juke. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our Players Spotlight. And it's safe to say he has been getting his money's worth in this one.
I would agree with that totally. Being able to go back and launch it and air it out. And let's face it, it's not just him stepping back and flinging it, though. You've got to have someone who can go get it. And that's important for any offense. Someone who can stretch the field, or as they like to say, take the top off of a zone defense. Open things up, because then you can come back and throw underneath and gain some pretty good chunks of yardage as well.
He's ripped the top off of whatever defense they've been playing. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Here's Harris to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
The pass intercepted by the Bears.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 12. They'll look to throw here. This is caught by Robinson. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 6.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up
Back to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. Escapes the defender. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
On first down, Wilcox. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Azeez Ojulari picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Will Lutz on the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5. 29-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Let's go. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. A gain of 3, second down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be caught by Mooney. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a run with Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
On second down, it's Montgomery. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wilcox. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. They run with Thomas. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point on the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. At 5 yards on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. That's complete to Mooney. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. Again, 5 brings up 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Montgomery, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Leonard Floyd brought him down. It's a gain of 2 yards.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And Marquez Callaway, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll look to throw again. Fighting to stay upright. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Adam Troutman. incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Man open is Robinson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw again. He's got Burton here. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Hey, 88, hey, take 26.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Montgomery.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
139 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Rodgers.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking long for Thomas. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll look to throw here.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
A throw over the middle taken in by Troutman.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. That is caught at the 7. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those. Yeah,
I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, the Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody.